How's your Saturday been? Ready to take a breath? Yeah, it's been a busy one, good one always, but yeah, busy, and I am feeling tired. I did have a lie down today. I did a lovely meditation. I did a lovely full moon meditation after I came back from our Toastmasters contest. So I'll talk about that when I talk about being grateful, but I think for now let's just take a breath, because it does feel like the days are speeding up, and my intention is to calm them down and slow them down a little bit. And it's interesting how, when that's my intention, the universe helps me to do the same. So tomorrow is a bit more calm than it was. And actually, I'm not going to the Isle of Wight next week because my friend's not very well. So we're going to postpone that for a couple of weeks, which then gives me some breathing space as well. So let's take a breath now and have some breathing space. Literally give ourselves some breathing space. So a nice big deep breath in, and a gentle and deliberate and very slow breath out. And again. Just enjoying the feel of the yawn. A smile on your face. Just remind ourselves, I am safe. Right here, right now, I am safe. Let's just say a little prayer for humanity and send out love and healing waves radiating throughout the world. Send out love, peace, joy, prosperity, calmness, love, abundance. Oh, goodness. Let's just have a little laugh because we can. I've had lots of good laughs today. Yeah, this morning was, which then leads into my, well, let's go through the acronym. Let's do laughter first. Yeah, I've had some good laughter moments. Went to see my niece and her little girl this evening, and that was always joyful, isn't it, to be around little ones. She's so cute. Her hair's as wild as mine is. Well, it's wilder actually, and it's gorgeous and blonde. Yeah, she's lovely. Oh goodness. Oh, sorry, this is yeah. My intention today was to enjoy my speech and to check in before eating. And I did enjoy my speech. I got to sit on a stage and to deliver my speech, so that was really cool. I got some amazing feedback from people saying that they really enjoyed my what I said and how I delivered it, which is always nice. I came third out of four, and the first two go through to the next round, so that means I wasn't going through to the next round. But I'll tell you the next thing when I talk about what I'm grateful for. But just to keep on with the intention track. So I also said I was going to intend to check in before eating, and I did. There was part of me thinking, am I going to go off track? Am I going to use this as an excuse to go off track? But I didn't. So I will talk about that on the ingesting part of it. Hi, Andy. Oh, also, Andy, I'm not, my plans have changed next week. I'm not going to the Isle of Wight. So if you wanted to reconvene for next week, then let me know. I'll send you a message. Yeah, things have swapped up for next week. So my intention for the next 24 hours is to breathe more and connect more in, take more time to just be. And I was proud of myself that when I came back from the contest, and it was tiring, we'd been there, it got back just before 4 and we left at just after 8, so it was a pretty long day. We'd gone for a bit of lunch, but it was a good day. It was definitely uplifting, but it was very tiring. So I had a little drink when I got back. I looked at because I'm running a webinar workshop on Sunday at 6 p.m. how to feel better with a chronic illness, and I realised I hadn't done so much prepping. But then when I looked at what I'd done before, I've actually ran this workshop before. It was about 3 years ago, and actually I'd got all the stuff there, so there's a lot of prepping already done, so that was really cool. Plus the universe has helped me sort of work out tomorrow, and I've done a little bit of jiggery pokery as well, so tomorrow is not quite as busy as it was going to be, so that gives me a bit of breathing space as well, so I can prep for that. So if anybody's interested in want to know, I'm just going to share some mindset shifts that have worked for me to how I keep upbeat and positive, even when your body's not behaving in quite the way that you would like it to. So I'm going to be sharing that at 6 p.m. So if you would like a link to that, let me know, and I will send one to you. So what are you? The next letter is G for gratitude. So what I'm grateful for is that in the contest, the person who won the international speech competition, isn't able to go through to the division because he's away at the division contest, which is in a few weeks' time. Is it? I don't know. It's in 12th of April. So that means I get to go by default. So I'm celebrating that. So coming third, I still get to deliver my speech. But it's quite interesting because I came third and there was a little bit of disappointment. But then there's a little bit of, that's me done. I don't have to do any more work. And then when I realised I can go through anyway, then I get, it's all exciting. And then it's like, oh gosh, now I've got to review my speech, look at it again, make it better, and obviously show up on the 12th and deliver it. But it's always good. We were talking about that on the way back. It's that stretching of your comfort zone. It feels like, it's an effort, but the effort's worth it, always worth it. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my niece coming over and going over and seeing her because she's just a little bundle of joy. She's like 2.5 at the moment and lots of fun. Plus with a few little spats in between, which is quite interesting as well. Hi Carol, hi Joe. And I'm celebrating actually my friend changing the plans for next week. Although I was all planned and I was ready to go, it also feels quite nice to give myself a bit of space as well. So I'm celebrating having a bit of unexpected space and seeing what we can organise for a bit later on in the springtime, where the weather might be even more glorious than it is at the moment, because it's pretty cold at the moment, isn't it? Which brings us nicely into nature. Yes, it looks nice and sunny outside, but it was cold this morning. Me and Sophie went out early, and this evening we just went round to Mum's really because it was cold. So have I seen much at nature? Not so much. We fed the guinea pigs, stuck my head outside the door, so I've done my usual things, and water my plants. No, I didn't. I watered my seeds because I grow what they call sprouting seeds. So I add them to my salads. So I watered those. I give them a water and then drain them out, and they grow, which is really cool. So that's my nature bit for today. Ingesting, what did I ingest? Well, I took with me some of my Miracle coffee, which is a blend of mushrooms as well as coffee. And I also brought with me one of my cookies that I made, my healthy cookies. And I had a satsuma and some carrots. Oh, excuse me, a dry throat. And ignored all the sweet treats. And then for lunch, we went to the pub that was literally just down the road, and I spoke to the chef and asked her if she could accommodate my dietary requirements, and she could. So I had sea bass, which I do really like, and some little pan-fried potatoes with some sapphire. So is it sapphire? Have I said that right? The little green bits of goodness. So really good, and some fizzy water. And then I went round Mum's this evening, and they were having fish and chips from the chippy. So I had a few chips and I had a bit of fish without batter. So I've stuck to my non-dairy, non-gluten, and no sugar either. So celebrating that one. And what have I been telling myself today? I've been telling myself actually that my ability, my strength, and my balance is getting better. And I think I said this yesterday, but I've been saying this to myself again because I think it is. I mean, it's very, very gradual, but I am able to stand for longer without sort of falling over. I have, I'm doing my stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down is a good exercise to do to see how many you can do to sort of give you a baseline of where you are, because it's very difficult to, am I getting better or am I getting worse? And obviously some days can be worse than others depending how tired you are as well. So it's good to have a baseline, and that's something we go through in the Map to Wellness program, is to give you a baseline and just ascertain where you are, so you can actually see, oh yeah, things are getting better or worse, and adjust accordingly. So I'm quite pleased with what I'm telling myself at the moment. My mindset is very positive, and I'm looking for the things that are going right rather than things that are going wrong. And my speech today is called a utopian seed. So I'm talking. I love giving speeches because it just makes me. It just reminds me of how much power we have over our own reality by how we think and how we feel. And it's so true. It really is. And my speech just invited people to think about what could go right, and rather than what could go wrong, and also think, well, actually, if we do create our own reality, and everything starts with the thought, and actually where we put our focus, that's where energy goes, then it makes sense to make effort to think of things in a more positive light and to look for things more positively. And plus the fact it just makes you feel better. It really does. So telling myself that and delivering a speech of that ilk is good, definitely good. And like I said, I got some really nice feedback from people as well, saying they really enjoyed it, which is always nice. Gives my ego a little bit of a polish. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, so I did enjoy it. I had a wonderful day. We went for lunch as well. So our Godiva crew, the people from our Toastmaster club, there was 4 of us, and Sanat's wife as well joined us. And we're just a great bunch of people. We really are. such uplifting conversations. And we're Toastmasters is a collection of people that really, certainly the ones I went for lunch with were anyway, people that, you know, put themselves out there and want to help others and want to do the best they can, and being in that environment and being in that energy of people is really, really fills my cup. So if you've got a Toastmasters group near you, well, and there will be, go check it out. It's great fun. So that's been my day. It's been a good day as always. I'm glad to be in bed now because I'm very tired. So let's just end with a nice little song. Blig night, my happy. Blig night, the happy in me. Blignite. Blig night, the happy in me. It fills my world with wonder and every day with glee. Blignite. Blig night, the happy in me. Blignite. Blig night, the happy in me. Have a wonderful, wonderful next 24 hours, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.